Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. My beloved brothers and sisters, when Allah Almighty created us, He has already predestined several things about us in a little bit of detail. Some of the finer details comes about on a yearly basis, some of it on a daily basis. But the general date of birth, date of death, whether you are fortunate or unfortunate, is destined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they say this is based on certain things and factors Allah knows about the future, because the knowledge of Allah is unique, unlike yours and mine. The knowledge of Allah does not only encompass the details in the very, very minutest of them of what has happened, but it actually includes what is happening right now everywhere across not just the globe and not just humankind, but the entire creation. Man doesn't even know how many planets there are in existence. Yet Allah knows the grain of sand or molecules in every single planet. That's amazing. That's mind-boggling. And not only that, what will happen in the future, Allah knows exactly how it will pan out. He knows exactly what choices people will make. That's something tremendous. And more mind-boggling than all of that is Allah knows what will not happen in the future and is not going to happen in the future. If it were to happen, how it would have happened. Subhanallah. That is mind-boggling. Did you hear the last part of what I just said now? Let me give you an example. I didn't marry so-and-so, but if I did, what type of kids would I have had? Allah will show that to you. Allahu Akbar. And if I did, how would it have been? Allah will show that to you if you want to see it. And if you remember it. I see some of the people here are laughing, but yeah, you might have someone in mind, don't you? May Allah grant us ease. This world is so finite and Allah is infinite. This world is so limited. Allah is unlimited, subhanallah. Imagine Allah knows what is never going to happen. If it had happened, how it would have happened. Look at Surah Al-Kahf, when the story of Al-Qadr is mentioned towards the end of the 15th part of the Quran. And Allah Almighty says very beautifully that this man who accompanied Musa alayhi salam, or whom Musa alayhi salam accompanied, he did a few things that didn't make sense to the Prophet Musa or Moses, may peace be upon him. And later on he explained that, look, I did this because if I did not do this, then this was going to happen. So Allah already inspired me or instructed me in a certain way to do this. What does that mean? That means what was never going to happen, had it happened, Allah knows how it would have happened. You had a child, may Allah grant us all goodness and children, Ameen. May Allah bless those without children with children, Ameen. And may Allah bless those who have children such that the children are the coolness of their eyes, Ameen. It's a tough one. Living in today's world with all the different difficulties, hardships that people face, it's not easy. But Allah Almighty is great, so we've got to continue trying and we've got to continue having hope and calling out to Allah. So, if you do not have children, or you have a child and the child passes away early on, may Allah make it easy for those who've lost their children, because that is so difficult. So difficult. People actually say, I wish I didn't even have this child in the first place. My brother, my sister, Allah chose for you this test and examination. He wants you to pass with flying colors. He wants you, he's tested you with an examination that is way beyond the others. That's why your reward will be bigger than those who have been through minor issues in their lives. You have had major issues. That's a hadith. Prophet, peace be upon him, says the greater the test, naturally the greater the reward. The more difficult the examination, naturally the greater the certificate. I mean, you're not going to be asked simple questions for your PhD exams. It's going to be sophisticated. It might take a while. You've got to present a thesis that takes long to prepare and so on. So if you've lost a child or if you do not have a child, trust me, when you meet Allah and you remember, if you do remember and you want to see, oh Allah, how would it have been if I had children, or if my child had survived and lived so many more years, perhaps you will say just as well you did what you did. Oh Allah, your mercy is great. Imagine having a child you've cried for all your life and suddenly they grow older and they are the source of your sadness, your stress, your depression, your anxiety, your health problems, and every negativity that's been in your life. Source of it, your own child. Would you like, or would you not have liked for Allah to have protected you from that without you having known? Yet we cry to Allah for things we don't know whether they're good for us or not. Hence, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the greatest of inspiration, he tells us, ask Allah to give it to you if it is better for you. Allahu Akbar. I remember a guy, again, wanting to get married, saying, oh Allah, grant me the marriage to this person if it is better for me. And a week later, he comes to me, he says, Allah's not answering my dua. I've been making dua for this person, but it's just not happening. So I say, what do you say? I say, oh Allah, grant me marriage to this person if it is better for me. I said, well then, if it's not happening, you've got to know that it's not better for you. No, but Allah's not answering the dua. Come on. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. And that's why in the dua of istikhara that I mentioned last night in a different place, you are asking Allah, saying, oh Allah, if this is good for me, make it easy for me and give it to me. And if it is not good for me, then take it away from me. Make me happy with your decree. Why? Because Allah knows the future in a way that even that which will not happen, if it were to happen, how it would have happened, only Allah knows. يَعْلَمُ مَا كَانَ وَمَا يَكُونُ وَمَا لَمْ يَكُنْ إِذَا كَانَ كَيْفَ يَكُونُ. For those who know the Arabic language. So my brothers, my sisters, there is one point that I want to raise tonight. Dua, supplication. What role does it play in my life and yours if Allah has already predestined things? Good question, right? Why should I even ask Allah? It's already predestined. Well, I tell you, the hadith says, one thing that can move your predestined matters to a degree is dua. And another is charity. Did you hear that? So, yes, perhaps your date of death might not change, but inside of that, there is a lot that can be maneuvered through your dua and through your charity. So keep being good, doing good, keep calling out to Allah, be charitable. And the charity for us, you and I know, is not just monetary. Even your expression, the expression on your face is a charity. MashaAllah. You can convert the expression on your face to a charity. By what? By making it pleasant. Making people feel welcome. Creating that warmth. You don't have to be miserable, because when you're miserable, it is also contagious. And when you're cheerful, it is also contagious. Or you at least help people who might feel sad. No, it's not all about doom and gloom. Look at these guys, they're smiling. Let me break into a smile as well. For a while, your burden is lessened. MashaAllah. Imagine entering a room, people are smiling, they greet you. You automatically feel welcome. Imagine entering another room where everybody's just looking down. As you enter, they don't even look at you. It's like, where did this person come from? Right? You don't even feel welcome. You go in there, even if you were happy walking in, you're already sad because I think I'm in the wrong place. These people don't even want me here. They're not even acknowledging. Look at how this has an impact on you. Hence it is called a sadaqah. Tabassumuka fi wajhi akhika sadaqah. To smile at the face of your brethren a charity. And where did I speak about charity from? The fact that it will help you when it comes to your destiny to a degree. So Allah created us in a unique way. He has, yes, predestined things, but He creates needs in us, within us. And those